Feel so good. 素敵なアフタヌーン。プラチナみんな yeah。固めて転がす I love you いつでも smile for you 君だけにラム Hey so 頑張らなくちゃお揃いの T シャツ、hey! 手編みのマフラーと、oh yeah! ハートウォーミング目白押しギターへ Say goodbye バイバイみんな固めてしまいましょうしちゃいますこんな日は歌って踊ろう主役は僕だけど It's my way It's my way なななななななな塊魂ななななななな塊魂
Good morning, everyone! Sorry about the long intro there. I'm finding my PC this morning, it seems. This is a morning where we fight. We fight our technology. How are you doing, 20? Good morning. I hope you're doing well. just making sure everything is okay here. So I'm just having a check. I think I know what the issue was. I think I had some issues with my driver because last night it said that it had broken, and then it fixed it. It repaired itself when I. Oh, let me change screen also because I am just talking to a void, aren't I? My bad. Sorry. I got distracted. I'm also using the. Oh my god! Wait, why are my eyes woo? Oh my god, big eyes. Wait, how do I turn that off? Oh god, how did I do that? What is... There you go, there you go. Come at you with the big ooh eyes first thing in the morning. No, just saying I'm using my VTuber today. Because honestly, I didn't fancy... It's very wet, it's very rainy today. I didn't fancy putting myself together that much. So here we are, not put together. But you can't tell because I'm using a VTuber. Today, by the way, is a continuation of yesterday's stream because I tried really hard to get it finished behind the scenes, but there was just so much work to do and I didn't manage it, unfortunately. But I mean, listen, we might not get it done in one day, but I'm still going to finish it. Yes. Oh dear. Also, I should actually show you, shouldn't I? I normally stay on the screen for a bit, but do you want to see, because you didn't see where it got to yesterday, and I think if I go to this screen here, hello, hi. I've got it covered with this at the moment because I'm working on this one. But we're doing a Pan's Labyrinth themed embroidery. So we're doing the Pale Man Feast. So this is the main piece, which I think turned out really well. But then we're going to make an animation with the hands. So we've got loads of different frames, embroidery frames, but also frames of a hand opening and closing with the eye in the center also opening and closing. So that I can basically, what I'm going to do is have like a Photoshop piece with this and then also with one on the other side of like the hands opening and closing like it does in the movie. I don't know how familiar everyone is with Pan's Labyrinth. It turns out I kind of just thought, I thought everyone had watched Pan's Labyrinth, and I have been quickly educated that that is not the case. It's just my family really likes it. It doesn't mean that everyone else likes it as well. Oh dear. But yeah, I it was nice to meet some people that also really like the film. But basically, I'm going to, in Photoshop probably, take pictures of all of these, and then we'll line them up here, and then I'll have one mirrored for the other side, so it looks like the eyes are there. It's gonna be impressionistic, but I think that's okay. Working on assembly for the next project. It's raining cold here. It's raining cold here as well. Oh my god, yeah, we're having such a wet summer. I think they said something like it was over 200% of our regular rain we got last month. It has just been raining every single day. Like, we need to mow our lawn so badly because obviously it's growing really well because it won't stop raining. but we can't mow it because it's it's raining every single day. Oh my god. British, innit? British weather. Or you know what? I might actually tie my hair up. I might do the seriousness and tie it up. Okay. It's winter here, so it's to be expected. That's true. I guess you're at a different time of the year. We're just having a very, very wet summer, it seems like. I think the hottest, which is not hot for us, I think the hottest it's got this year where I live is 25 Celsius. I think that's the hottest it's got here so far this year, and last year it got to 38. So it's the hottest we had here last year was 38 Celsius. The hottest we've had here this year is 25. So I mean, there's still time. It's still technically the summer for like a whole nother month and a bit maybe. So there's time. But my god, it's been not a warm one. Which I'll be honest, I don't mind though, because I'm not really a warm weather person anyway. Amanda, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. We are continuing with what we started yesterday. I did get the main frame done, and I'm really pleased with it. I wanted it to look kind of like an oil painting, and I don't think it looks exactly like a traditional kind of, you know, like when people still painted with egg. Like, I don't think it looks 100% traditional, but I like it still. It's a bit different to the other hoops I've done. It's very detailed. There are so many colors in this one. As you can tell from, like, you can kind of see it on the back, even, I don't know, it's like one of those embroideries that's got so much thread in it that, like, when you turn it over, yes, there are some really big jumps across where I've done lighting and stuff, but it still kind of looks like the same thing because there's just so much stitching. But yeah, no, I finished that off stream, so that is what it looks like now. But we need to get all of the hands done. I am going to preface this I will be using some of the same techniques that I used on this, some of which you didn't see, and they make it look more oilish and like there are other streaks of color in it. You can achieve that without just using other threads, and I'll be doing that today. But I need to get all of the bases in first before I can do any of the fancy stuff. So all of these need like a base layer of stitches. I will also have to do 2 layers of red. I realized this when I started the red this time. The red's great for like mapping areas out, but I will need to go back because I need to add like some dashes and dots kind of similar to this in the hands. So yes, they will be a lot of backwards and forwards, I think. But yeah, yesterday I was gonna stay up late last night, and I was going to what do you call it? I was gonna stay up late last night and I was going to just try and like whack this out, but it hit about 10 p.m. and my brain was like, no more, we can't keep sewing, we're tired. So I had to stop. But yeah, I was gonna give it my best shot and try and get it done. But I will say, this is like, I will say it's not a good thing, but the person who runs the event is ill, I think, right now, or not feeling very well, so they're not going over as many of the entries. So they might not even realize that I didn't get it finished in a day if I can get it finished by the end of today. So we're gonna try and get it finished by the end of today, so it looks like I still did it in a day, even though I did not. But yesterday I worked on this I did the sketches for the first hour, so I started that at 8 in the morning, and so I did a whole hour of sketching and transferring, and then I did 3 hours of doing all of the base stitches so that everything was in ready to go. So I did 3 hours of that, and then I had an hour off to eat lunch and prepare for stream, and then I streamed for 4 hours, and then after that I did another few hours off stream to get this one finished. And then when this one was finished, I went on live on the Cynics Discord, so Chroma Core Discord, and did it there for another 3 hours, and then it was like 10 p.m. and I was like, I'm dead. I've been working on this for 14 hours today. I need to go. And so I gave up at that point. But I gave it my best shot. I really did try and get it finished within a day. It wasn't meant to be. Then again, this is 8 embroidery hoops. I do wonder if maybe 8 embroidery hoops was a bit much to try and attempt in a day. But that's okay. Give it a good shot. Alright, let's tie this off. There we go. And in here. So what I have to do with these, this is a bit of a tedious process, but I will explain it. So I want to make it look like they're almost animated. It will be not exactly animation because it's not going to be very flowy and stuff like that. It's going to be the pictures going straight into each other. So it's not exactly an animation, but I'm going to be giving it my best shot, right? And so there's 3 of them. This one, and this one. They're all the same pose. So if I remaneuver these, this is the process of the hand opening. So those are my frames for that. So from closed to there. And then these ones are where it's like open on the face, right? But they all need to have very, very similar stitching. So, oh God, sorry, I think I just dropped some frames there. These drivers. But yeah, whichever stitches I put on this one, they have to be then duplicated exactly, or as close as I can get it on these other 2, so that it doesn't look too much like it's changing. There'll be like little bits where it'll look like it's changing, because obviously it's not going to be perfect. Well, you didn't see it? Oh, okay, as long as it's only on my end. I think I only dropped 100, to be fair, that time, which isn't too bad. And if it's only every now and again that I drop 100, it will be low enough that it's not really a big problem. Yeah, it's my computer's having a day. I mean, there is, to be fair, an argument made that maybe it's struggling. So we're actually in pretty bad weather right now. We're expecting 40-mile-an-hour winds today, I think. Potentially a thunderstorm and rain, like really heavy rain, pretty much all day. So we have quite a lot of weather warnings out in this area. There is a fair chance that at some point, probably later today, I don't think while I'm live, I'll probably be finishing stream around midday though, just to be safe. But later today we could maybe drop internet, because yes, the weather is meant to be pretty horrifically bad. Like, we've just been having weather warnings non-stop, like, hey, you know, don't go outside, it's really, really windy. And also the rain I don't think is a big problem, because it's been like like raining over a long period of time. I don't think we're expecting any flooding or anything, but the wind, I'm not a very big bean. I can just be carried away. Although there is kind of the fun feeling. I don't know, I like standing in the wind. I can't do it for very long though. Whenever I stand in the wind for too long, it starts to hurt my ears. But like, I like the whole, you know, when you like push your arms out to either side and like fall forward a little bit and the wind catches you. I do like that feeling. I enjoy that. I probably won't do it today because like it's raining. I feel like it's more fun to do stuff like that when it's just windy and it's not raining at the same time. Oh dear. Yeah, we were going to have some of the people coming over for building stuff today, but like, because we have to transport stuff externally to get it to the loft a lot of times, so it has to be taken outside and then lifted up to the window and pushed in like that. Just because, you know, staircases, it is difficult to get a lot of stuff up otherwise. If the weather is as bad as it's meant to be this weekend, we can't have them come up today because you just can't, you can't be lifting up like these, because a lot of these beams weigh more than me, right? You can't lift these up to the 3 floors while the wind is 40 miles an hour. You're asking for trouble and injury. So yes, we're having to postpone at least a day, maybe a couple days, we'll see. Just so that the wind dies down a little bit. Lonely rolling star. Bam, 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 bam. Your lonely rolling star. Bam, bam, bam. Ooh. I will say there's something very cozy though about sitting, because I can hear the rain. I don't think you can. I think my noise gate cancels it out for you, unfortunately. Sorry about that. But I can hear the rain hitting the conservatory roof at the moment, even through my headset. And there is something very relaxing because I sit in front of a light too, because, you know, to make sure that it captures my VTuber well, because if you don't have light on your face, sometimes it doesn't pick up your features so good. VTuber knowledge, there you go. You didn't need that, but now you have it. But yeah, because of my setup, right, it feels like I'm sitting in front of like a cozy fire listening to the rain, and it is very relaxing. Maybe like a little too relaxing. I was very, you know, normally like my drivers would be breaking and I'd be really, really stressed out, but I was just like, oh, I got my warm cup of tea, sat in front of my warm light, like listening to the rain hitting the conservatory, about to do some embroidery. Like, it was peak relaxing, considering like, when you have tech issues, I feel like it's always a bit stressful, but like considering, yeah, oh dear, very, very relaxing. Could be worse, can't complain. Oh dear, I think it's a bad tech time. Maybe the tech's just decided that this weekend it's taking off. Is yours also having trouble? Wait, what is that? What is that? Oh, I don't... That was a noise. I wonder if something maybe fell down in the wind. Once again, I don't feel like... I'm just gonna look like I'm crazy because I don't think you picked that up. But, yeah, that was like a thump and a doing, 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 doing kind of noise. What is that? Maybe it's a washing line or something has come down. That's actually probably what that is. I couldn't for the life of me figure out why I couldn't hear my voice in my headset during today's stream. Wait, you could hear your voice? Did you work it out? Just had to roll with it? I have some idea. If you don't, I maybe know why you could hear it. Have you? Unless you've already figured it out, in which case you're all good. Because I've had that issue before as well, and I remember how I fixed it. Oh dear. Because that is the most distracting. That is actually super distracting to try and stream with. What the heck? How you manage it? Because I had to, what do you call it? What was your fix? So what I found is sometimes when you log into OBS, or like you come into OBS or Slobs, it screws around with your audio, right? Like it does weird updates. If you go to your microphone and go to advanced audio properties, find the microphone that you use and check that monitor is off. Because if you have monitor, oh, which one is it? One of them, I remember, like, I think it's monitor, yeah, if you have monitor and output, then you'll hear it. But if you have monitor off, or monitor off and mute output, I would say just do monitor off, then you shouldn't be able to hear it. That was the fix that I had. Oh, but yes. Astro, good morning, and Mayo, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. Oh dear, we're talking tech issues this morning. It's a tech issue kind of day, it seems. It's 4 a.m. Jelly. Hell yeah. Good morning. Good morning is correct then, right? Good morning. I hope you're having a good one at 4 a.m. Oh dear. The best is good morning. I tried that, turned it off and on again, and even that didn't work? Weird. What the heck? Oh dear. May TOS, hell yeah. Everything is TOS here. We're very TOS friendly. I swear. We're good beans. We're very good beans. Friend called me this afternoon because her TV got stuck on music stream. Hell yeah. I mean, that sounds great. Also, May, thank you for the lurk. Take care of yourself. It just stuck. Like, help me. I can't stop listening to heavy metal music. She's 78. It definitely wasn't her style. Aww. That's. I mean, yes, I can see that being quite frustrating, but that's also kind of fun. It's like, yeah, I'm stuck. I can't stop listening to metal. Help. Oh dear. And just get that in there. Somewhere to fix it for. Ah, lovely. Hell yeah. That's what I'm like whenever I go back to, like, both me and Shiny, because we do more tech stuff. Whenever I'm back to my parents' house, it's like, but can you look at this? And also, can you look at this? Like, yeah, go on. Go on, I will have a look. More Shiny than me, to be fair. I'm only really good with very specific bits of tech. The ones that I use more often, funnily enough. And then on the other side, they're good at programs and different programs and stuff. So, yeah, we got full tech support whenever it's needed. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure they vaguely match. They're not going to look exactly the same because that's not how embroidery goes, and I think some of the charm is that they will look a little different, but I'm trying to keep them vaguely similar. Oh dear. Yeah, to be fair, I am getting better at like, when something happens with stream at least, I'm getting better at ticking off all of the boxes. Like, so the first box that I always tick, I'm not saying this will probably not help you with your audio issues, this is just me, like, chatting, but yeah, the first thing whenever I have issues, because one of the issues that I have more is like suddenly like it's tanking my CPU, or you know, suddenly I'm dropping loads of frames, and it's like I have a relatively new, pretty good PC, so it's like the stuff that I do should definitely not be doing that to my computer. Like, so it is weird, and it's definitely something to double check. So I have that at this point, like a list of things that I go through whenever something goes wrong. My first step though is always to check my downloads, because I download all of my VODs and sometimes I forget to delete them, right? And if I have like a load of VODs just sitting in my downloads that I haven't deleted, God, does my computer hate it. Because my VOD, you know, you have like hours and hours and hours of footage, and it's like suddenly, yeah, you have no disk space because you've just got hours and hours and hours of streaming footage on there. And yeah, that can screw up stuff. At least with my setup, it screws up stuff. So I have to make sure that I'm going back and deleting those like relatively frequently, to make sure that I'm not causing myself any issues. After that, the first one is always, like, the second one is always the drivers, because I have my drivers, they are meant to automatically update, but sometimes they do not. And so if there's like an update that's waiting to run, sometimes I just can't use OBS. Don't know why, but that's just how that's worked. So yeah, that's always my second one. Like, just like a list of all the things I go through when something's broken, which happens a lot more than you'd think. Oh my god, is that Bo? Oh my god, wait 2 seconds, Bo, let me do you a shout out. Welcome on in, Go and Lanky and Bo. Bo, what were you up to? What was your stream today? Sorry, I'm just gonna be scooting over here to do you a shout out. Bo, how was stream? And Eddie, welcome on in. Fine. Oh god, yeah, I'm sorry. Normally, Bo, I would be watching all of your streams. The only reason I'm not watching it is because I want to play the game myself at some point. I hope you're having a really, really good time with it though. Welcome on in. I don't know with both people if you guys are familiar, but you guys know Pan's Labyrinth? It's a movie that I really, really like. And we're doing an embroidery inspired by the Pale Man from Pan's Labyrinth. This is meant to be a one-day thing because we are doing a daily art challenge, but but I just couldn't finish a whole like 8 hoops in one day, so we're finishing them today. But I did get the main one done. So I got this fella. Here he is. He hasn't got any of his hand eyes, but he's got his body ready for eyes. Yes. I'm very pleased with it. Oh dear. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing really good, thank you. Yeah, no, I'm good. Although it is, we're talking about tech issues. I'm not having any really bad tech issues right now, but it does seem like a lot of people, it's like a day for just technology to fail. Although, once again, I do think there is maybe some correlation. We are in very bad storm right now. We have like 40-mile-an-hour winds and it's only just picking up. So, yeah, it could also be maybe the weather is screwing with things a little bit. Pan's Labyrinth, you love it? Hell yeah, Lanky! Pan's Labyrinth is like one of my favorite films. I don't really watch a lot of films, to be fair. I'm not really big into television and film. I don't like watching things. My brain is too... I can't turn it off watching things. But Pan's Labyrinth is one I've watched many times. So I always look angry when I have a drink. But yeah, I really like it. I love the costume design and like I love the monster design, and I like the weird mix of like the wartime story and then also all of the fantasy elements. It's really creepy, but in like a good way. Yeah, I love Pan's Labyrinth. I've watched it many a time. I didn't think that I would like it. And my parents, because my parents are the ones that were like, oh, you're gonna like this film, Jelly, and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like this film. But yeah, it's ended up being one of my favorite films, and it's like a film that I always recommend to people that have an interest in costume, because I think that the costumes in Pan's Labyrinth are pretty standout on the fantasy side of things. Like, of course, like the more regular people are wearing more regular clothing, and it works well, but it doesn't stand out. But when you have like the faun, when you have the pale man, like the designs are just really cool. And so I always shout it for the rooftops and people that like, especially like prosthetics and stuff like that. If you're more into that kind of part of cosplay, like Pan's Labyrinth is a must in my opinion. Because, yeah, it's got all of that so good. These are really cool, thank you. And Anime, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. We unfortunately didn't manage to finish this yesterday, so I'm finishing it today. But it's okay, because you know what? As long as it gets finished eventually, I don't mind. I'm really proud of this so far. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to display this. I guess maybe I could have them like all around him, like a clock or something. He's a bit small in the middle though. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to end up displaying this one in particular. I hadn't really thought of it. Yeah, no idea, but we'll work that out later. I don't need to know that just yet. Ah, dear, get all those up there, get that over there. We'll just keep working on these. Oh dear, creepy hands. Good morning, Crafty. I hope you're doing well. Oh god, it must be kind of early, huh? Because normally I didn't realize that you were someone who I guess this is my fault, and it's something that I do a lot. You just assume everyone's in the same time zone as you, and it's like, yeah, it must be morning for everyone here. And I guess for some people that's correct, but for a lot of people it's just not. I have a really bad habit of just assuming everyone is always in the same time zone as I am. Which is just that's not how time zones work. It's still Friday for me. Oh my god. Yeah, that's just like not how time zones go at all, is it? Oh dear. I'll learn eventually. I'll eventually realize I need more time. 1 AM. Oh god, go. Yeah, oh actually it's same for Bo as well. If you both need to nip off and get some sleep and look after yourself, like please do. As much as you are very welcome here always, and we love having you, if you do need to go get some sleep, completely understand. Time zones are a fun thing. Yeah, still Friday for me. Oh god. Oh dear. It's the end of Saturday. Oh my god, yeah, because you're in the future, aren't you? I forget you're in the future. Some people are in the future. They are. Drink more water. I have water and I also have tea. So if you finish within the next 1.5 hours, you'll have finished it on Friday. Oh, wait, I like that. I like that logic. Yes, then I will have still finished it within 1 day. So I have 1.5 hours. If I had to guess, do not think I'm going to finish this in 1.5 hours. To get all of the tips of these done, I think it took me about 2 hours. And So if I am assuming that it takes around 2 hours per color, but then I also am going to have to go back and detail it, which will probably take another 2 hours, I think the remaining time on this is maybe closer to 8 hours. Maybe. Which I can do. I can do 8 hours embroidery a day. That's fine. But I was not gonna. I would have had to stay up until like actually 5 in the morning to get it done last night, and it's like nah. I'll wake up and do it the next day. Thank you anyway. Oh, thank you for the hydrate as well. Also, what is that? Sorry, I just noticed that something has been pulled through to the other side. I will snip this. There you go. There you go. Oh dear.
Thank you.
I try for you. No, I appreciate the effort. And also, it's a very good idea. I can use that maybe in the future. To be fair, this is probably going to be the most complicated embroidery that I do during this event. I've never tried to do any sort of embroidered piece like this before, where we edit it to look more animated and stuff like that. This is all quite new ground for me. So yeah, it is a lot more complicated than most of them. I'm really enjoying it though, and I love Pan's Labyrinth. So I really want to, you know, if I'm gonna do this much effort for something, I wanted it to be something that I was passionate about. And maybe it's a weird thing to be passionate about, but I really like Pan's Labyrinth, and so yes, I am glad that we are doing the effort for this one in particular, because it's something that I like already. What? There you go. Oh dear, thank you Jellyfis, I'll have to go into luck mode. No, you're good, get some good luck. And again, thank you so much for the raid. It's very heckin' kind of you. I'm glad that you're having fun with Final Fantasy. Good thing you're like, oh, seriously cool. The Pale Man looks amazing. Yeah, I'm so pleased with them. I'm so pleased with them. I think they look really cool too. I hope the hands is the only thing that matched the aesthetic well. Because I spent so long getting the aesthetic that I wanted on the main piece, but then the concern is it's going to take a really long time to then match that with all of the hands. But I'm going to give it my best because, yeah, I'm really pleased with how this one's been turning out so far. So I wanna put all of my effort into it. So it looks really cool. I am going to have to get some more red thread. I do have, I think, one ready to go on the side though. So let me just tie this off. And then we get some more red. Dear, for the prompts I did set up, oh my god, you stay up to 2 a.m? See, I wish I could do that, but I am such an early to bed person. Like, I don't like, and I think that's not normal for artists, because like all of the other artists I know are like staying up really late at night. I like go to bed at 10 and I wake up at like 6 in the morning. And like, my routine at the moment is to go to bed at like half 10ish maybe to 11, or like go to bed at half 10 and go to sleep at like 11, if that makes sense, and then wake up at like 6 and watch a bit of the Cynic stream live, and then I'll get up from bed at like 7. I do that every day. Today I got up a little bit later, to be fair, but that's because I was just so tired. because not even because of last night, because last night I went to bed a little later, but like not that much later. It's from the night before where I stayed up to play Among Us. It looks really cool. Wish you luck. I'm getting too tired. Oh no, you're fine. Take care, Amanda. Good luck with the rest of your evening, and I hope tomorrow goes well for you. I'll see you in the future. Oh dear. You got up early on a weekend. Oh, have a lovely luck. Have a hackin'. Oh, if you need. Wait, what is that? Wait, is that just on my end? What is that? Oh my god, Crafty! You made a weird code. How did you do that? Can you teach us? Can you teach us how you make weird code in chat? Huh? OBJ. Weird. Maybe that's just on my end. Maybe you can't see that. That looks pretty cool. All right. I need to get a little bit of red around the eye, just because. Yes. Only on the bottom though, not on the top. Having the worst dilemma. What's your dilemma? What's going on, anime? Talk at us. Oh dear. There we go. So yeah, I need to do like a little bit of red around the eyes each time. I'm probably gonna forget this and have to go back and do it, but yeah, no, the plan is to have a little red outline on this every single time. And there we we go. I believe it's because my phone keeps dropping signal. I also have messages that don't go through. I know it's chat update with the red line. Oh, okay. Weird. It's actually a character, not an emoji. Oh, okay. Interesting. OBJ. Huh. Dinner time. Take care, Mayo. Get some good dinners. Look after yourself. I hope your food is good. I'm like, I should do first game stream today, or I should do it in 2 weeks. Because I could try it today, but if I have more... But if I wait, I have more cool stuff. Ooh. That is a dilemma. I mean, but do you want to... Is there a game in particular that you'd like to play? Because if there's a game that you really want to play, I would see no reason to not just play it today. Like, if you already want to play it, fair enough. Like, to play it today. But if you don't have anything in mind in particular that you actually wanted to play, I could see waiting until you had something that you really wanted to go for. Ah, dear, strange must be part of the font that the page uses. Let me look into this. Yeah, if you're interested, you go ahead. Please do report back. Like, I would definitely be curious as well, because I've never seen that before. Oh, dear. OBJ. Yeah, I've been on Twitch for a while, and I feel like I've never seen that. We're just discovering hidden Twitch lore today. The object replacement character is sometimes used to represent an embedded object in a document when it's converted to plain text. Weird. How did you... Crafty, how have you done this? Crafty, how does this happen? How have you just cracked Twitch like that? First thing in the morning, gets on Twitch, hacks the system. Oh, dear. Very impressive. Yeah, no, I've like legit never seen that before. Oh dear, I know which to play. I had a poll on my Discord. It looks like it'd be on... Of course. Well, if that's the case then, Undertale, like, surely, like, you might as well start it. Because then, during the playthrough of the game, you can hype up anything that you're going to be doing in a couple weeks while playing the game. Because if you have something that you have to wait a couple weeks for, you might as well hype it up, right? And if there's a game that you already want to play, like, that won't change in a couple weeks, like, why not? As long as you're happy to do it, I'd say go for it. Oh dear. You hacked the Matrix. I apologize. I seem to have caused an issue. I'm telling you it's on my phone. No, you've not caused an issue. I think it's awesome. Like, I've never seen that before. It's really cool. Oh dear, no, you have no issues. You've only caused curiosity of like how you've even managed to do it. It's very impressive. You can hack my Twitch whenever you like. You're all good, Crafty. I'll allow it just for you. Okay, I'm just trying to match the embroidery in the other two, so that's why I'm staring at them so intently. It's gonna be a great stream, and I'm sure you like it too. I'll DM you about it. Yeah! Hell yeah, I have a feeling I know what the DM might be, and if it is, yeah, let me know when you go live, and I'll spam. Oh dear. If it is what I think it is, just hit me up when you're planning to go live, and I'll spam. I'll do the thing. There we go. And into there. And fill that in there. Oh dear. There we go. I will, but for now I need to go back to work. No, you're fine. Good luck with work, Anime. I hope the day goes all right. I'll just be here, slowly but surely, filling in all of the hand stuff. Just hey, I literally, when I was in the, because I normally stay muted when I'm streaming to Discord because I use it as a chance to like rest my breath. But somebody asked me what I was doing, so I unmuted to like explain. And I was like, yeah, like another person suggested doing an animated embroidery, and I thought it was a really good idea. And they were like, but it's hands, and I was like, yeah, no, I also regret having picked hands, because I swear hands are like one of the most complicated things to do, and so I'm doing 7 of them, 7 hands, all in ever so slightly different positions over and over again. I regret not the art, because I'm really pleased with how it's going, but do I regret choosing hands for animation? Yeah, maybe. I feel like I should have picked something slightly easier for my first time. Oh dear. I guess not everyone struggles with hands, but I personally, I think hands are one of the more difficult things to draw. Like, same with feet. Hands and feet, just because there's so much going on with them. There's a lot to consider and all that. It's just, hard. I mean, don't get me wrong, though, I'm actually pretty pleased with these hands. I did use a hell of a lot of references, so I should goddamn hope that they turned out okay. But yeah, no, I don't hate them or anything, and I think they'll look pretty good. He doesn't have, as well, like, human hands, and I try to make that kind of clear that these are claws more than hands. But yeah, so I think I also have, like, the benefit of the doubt with them. It's like, oh, they don't look like hands. Well, they're not hands, they're claws, technically. They just work kind of like human hands, but they are actually claws. Okay. I think I did one there, one there. Yeah, it's not going to be quite the same, and that's okay. We'll live with it. We'll live with it. As long as it semi-works. I think part of the appeal will be the fact that it's a little bit janky. Like, in the night, they won't line up exactly because, you know, that's not how. I mean, if you use machine embroidery, you could have it line up pretty much exactly. But if you're doing hand embroidery, I feel like that's not really on the table. There we go. So I think that's going to be part of the allure. Or, like, I'll lean into it as part of the allure. Is that it won't be perfect. Studio, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. We are attempting to make an embroidered animation with hand embroidery. It is a project that this is the second day now that I've been working on it. Yesterday I worked on it for, I think, around... Actually, it wasn't 14 hours, it was 13 hours because I did take an hour lunch break. So we've been working on this for so far for about 13 hours, and then we come back to it today, and we're still working on it. But I will say, I'm really pleased with the bits that are finished and like how it's coming along. So happy days, honestly. Plus, it's not like I've ever tried to do anything like this before. So it's a nice experiment in trying to push myself to do something a little bit scary. Oh dear. Yeah, welcome to hand hell. I have drawn so many hands. I'm doing okay. I'm glad. Hell yeah. No, I'm good. Honestly, things are going well, so I'm doing well. I got some good pictures of this one to base off. The other thing is I actually have 3 pictures of this one because I took pictures of it as I added the lighting, so it should hopefully look a little bit like the candles are flickering when I have this there, kind of a little bit. Because otherwise this being completely still when this is all moving feels like it might look a little bit weird. Maybe it won't, maybe that's just in my head, but I figured it might look a little weird, so I'll fix it. But yeah, I'm good. It's very, very windy today. I should probably say, just heads up, if stream suddenly cuts out at any point today, I will message in the Discord about it. Because the likelihood is, if my stream cuts out today, it's due to the wind or the weather, because we are in the middle of a storm right now. And I'll be honest, our internet's normally pretty good, but sometimes if the weather is particularly bad, if it's particularly hot or particularly wet, sometimes it'll cut out at some point. And again, not normally for very long, but it only takes a couple of seconds, I think, for it to end your stream. So yes, if stream without warning suddenly ends and I'm like halfway through a sentence and then I disappear, we'll just assume, I think. We can just assume that probably it's the weather. Oh dear. Fun days. To be fair though, I will say it's very relaxing, like just sitting in and listening to the rain. So even though it's a little bit annoying as far as like, wanting to make sure that your stream stays up and stuff, like it's generally just kind of relaxing in the house right now because you have the sound of the rain and it's nice and warm, and I got like a hot cup of tea and I got a warm light. It's nice, yeah. So even though it's a little bit of a pain that I might lose internet, I don't know, I'd kind of say it's worth it. I woke up feeling very, very relaxed this morning, which is pretty nice. There we go. I just want this to... like that. Oh! There you go. Okay, let's thread this and tie it off, because I was playing with fire a little bit. My thread is getting very, very short. Oh dear. Alright. Oh, not quite. It was close. Let me bring it closer to me. I might need a closer pair of eyes to get this done. I like when you can see what the VTuber shows you. What it doesn't show you what I'm doing, but like I look like I'm leaning forward. That's when I'm licking my thread. I'm like doing a little lean forward and licking my thread. It just looks like I'd like do that. Oh dear. There we go. All right. And just get that through there. It's very tempting to just go and go and go and go when it comes to the red thread, but I think I should probably be cutting off a little earlier to make my life easier. I also have plenty of red. So if I waste like an inch here and there, that's not the end of the world, although that is not what I wanted. This is what I want. There you go. A nice big piece of red, and then we'll split it in half and keep adding it to all of them. Yeah, I have like a little eye open one, which doesn't really make sense because his eyes, I think, are actually open 100% of the time. Like, I don't think... Does the pale man blink? Like, I don't know. I don't remember them blinking. So basically, the bits that I remember, and it has been a minute since I watched the film, but I have watched it quite a few times. I remember the eyeballs are on the table, and then when the girl starts like going to go eat from the table, he puts the eyeballs off the table, like he picks them up and puts them into little sockets in his hand. So he doesn't just have his eyes always in his hands. It seems like they're generally on the table unless someone else is coming to come steal from him. And then he puts his eyes in his hands and he just like holds them out like that. Yeah, I don't know if he blinks, but I get the feeling that probably no. I mean, as well, if his eyes can just survive on the table, like without, you know, anything else, maybe he doesn't need to blink. Maybe he doesn't need to moisturize his eyes. Maybe he has eyes that are just like not necessary to moisturize. I mean, maybe there'd be an argument as well that maybe those eyes are fake and he just uses them because he doesn't exactly... I remember him, like, when he walks, he, like, really staggers. He doesn't really walk like someone who looks like they can see where they're going. So maybe even if he puts the eyes in his hands, he still can't really see. I don't know. He walks this... Well, then I guess you never see him walk without the eyes because he puts them in his hands before he stands up. I don't know. Theorizing about a film that came out so long ago is probably pointless as well. I don't think I'll get any answers. But yeah, I do kind of wonder. I feel like maybe those eyes aren't real. Maybe they're like a glass eyes kind of thing, and he's just doing it so you think he can see you, but actually no, he cannot. And again, I don't really know how that would help you as someone, because like he's clearly trying to eat. I don't feel like that would help you. I don't know. It just makes things more wary of you. There we go. Oh, no, actually that's too high. In there, there you go. And up to here. And then we've got, so after this point, I still do need to kind of mimic where the colors are, but I don't need to mimic them nearly as hard. It's just these three in particular that I'm trying really hard to get the colors at kind of the same places. And the rest of them don't bother me as much. Oh dear. I'm so looking forward to seeing how this comes together. Even if it's a bit messy, I think it's going to be really, really cool. I'm very excited to see it. Never tried anything like this before. If I was doing it again, I'd probably use the embroidery machine, to be fair, just to make sure that things lined up a little better. But still, I still think this is fun. And like, I'm really pleased with the main piece of art, honestly. I think it definitely looks pretty horrific, and kind of spooky. Also in the Discord, like as I went live this morning, someone added me and they were like, I also thought of the Pale Man Feast when I saw yesterday's prompt. And I was like, yay, it's not just me who immediately went to Pan's Labyrinth. Because yesterday's prompt, art prompt was just feast. And like, it, you know, I will say it made a lot of very, very different pieces of art, which was kind of cool because it was a vaguer prompt, I guess. People went a little wild with it, which I like. Today's prompt is a bit more specific. I'm not following it on stream. I might do like a small piece for off stream. I just really want to get this finished. Like this is the bit that I'm more passionate about right now, so I'm going to do this first. But yeah, the prompt today is sort of like a small village in like a small space that's really small, so they can't build outwards, they can only build upwards, which it's all right. I don't hate the prompt, and I feel like it fits with the overgrowth theme, so it's like fair enough. But am I as passionate about that as Pan's Labyrinth? No, I'm not. I love Pan's Labyrinth. Not as passionate about the other thing as I am about Pan's Labyrinth. Pan's Labyrinth wins every time. Oh dear, and it's small, right? Yeah, except it's also apparently tool. Good morning, Plaster. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. It is small, but it is also tool. Welcome back to animation day 2 because I couldn't get it finished in one day and I worked on it for like 13 hours yesterday. I like literally I was just exhausted by the end of the day. Like it doesn't normally hit me too hard because I find like I do generally find this very, very relaxing, but like I still think 13 hours of it is a lot. So yeah. Oh dear. Oh wait, actually I haven't done the eye, have I? No, let's zoom across to the middle and get the eye done then. Oh dear. Yeah, the Toro. It's the Toro. Yes. Wait, do you like Pan's Labyrinth? I love Pan's Labyrinth. I think it's a really, really cool movie. I like the costumes and the sets. I'll be honest, because I've always been like a fan of Brothers Grimm style storytelling with children, like, you know, cautionary tales, and I guess almost like feeding on like innocence of younger people to like tell really scary stories. And I think that Pan's Labyrinth does that really, really well with having its the child main character, but because of that, a lot of the situations become a lot more intimidating and scary. I think it's really, really cool. I think, honestly, the Pale Man Feast is a really, really good example because if the main character had been an adult, that would have been a really frustrating scene. But because they were a child, it was a really scary scene. Because, yeah, children don't always have the best risk management. And like they're still developing and all that kind of stuff. So when it comes to putting them in a really risky situation like that, where they're on their own, it's really scary. Also, the stuff with the Mandrake was really, really cool. I think it's my favorite use of Mandrake in anything ever, because Mandrake appears like in a lot of different media, because obviously there are like a lot of folklore around Mandrakes. But I thought it was Mandrake, wasn't it? I thought the use of Mandrake in Pan's Labyrinth was probably one of the most eerie and like uncomfortable, but good. It's good. I watched it a long time ago. Yeah, it did come out a while ago. I didn't realize. I for some reason I always thought it came out even earlier, but no, it came out in the mid 2000s. So it did come out a while ago. And it's only in Spanish. Yes, so you watch it in Spanish, so you have to watch it subtitled if you don't speak Spanish. But due to the themes in the film, I think that it makes sense. I feel like putting it in any other language would make less sense. Just have it subtitled, because I think it kind of needs to be in Spanish, to be honest. I don't want to spoil it, but just with some of the stuff that's happening, I think keeping it in Spanish makes the most sense. And it works. And also like I read subtitles all the time. That's all good with me. Oh dear. There we go. Get the redness of the eye in there. Arguably I will have to add more, but that's okay. Yeah, I don't watch a lot of films, but when I do, I try and watch ones that I think, well, I'll like for one reason or another, because I just don't watch them very much. And Pan's Labyrinth was one my parents really wanted me to watch. Because they thought that I'd really like it, and they were right. I did really like it, so there we are. They were not wrong. I really enjoyed it. To be fair, I wouldn't say that all of the films that I've been recommended I've enjoyed as much, but like a lot of the films people have recommended me, especially if it's family or someone who knows me really well, have been like big hits. Big hits. I've really enjoyed them. Like another one of my favorite films, I've definitely talked about it on stream before, but it's probably one of the things that made me feel positively about Jesters as a kid, was I think his name is Danny Kaye. Was it Danny Kaye? It's in The Court Jester. The Court Jester's a really old film now though. But that one, I was just like, yes, you know what? Sold on the idea of Jesters after this point. And I love that film. We actually know, I know a lot of people know because I showed you guys a scene from it when live on stream at one point. It's the one where they just speed up the marching. They're like, do it quicker, so they just speed up the film. Oh dear. A masterpiece, an absolute masterpiece. Right, get those hands up there. I just want the most closest one, which for this one will be this one. And we'll just try and imitate it a little bit. Oh dear. Yeah, no, I love that film. That's a good one. What other films do I like a lot? Oh, you know a film I really, really like and I'd love to cosplay from one day? I love The Dark Crystal. I would really, 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 really love to cosplay a Skeksis. I want to cosplay, because with all of like the jewelry, but like the weird morphed shape and like the bones and ridges, I would love, love, love to cosplay a Skeksis. Yes. One day. It's on my list. It's on my list of things I'd like to do. Excuse me. Oh dear. And the Dark Crystal is such a fun aesthetic, and like the puppets, and it's so good. I really, really like it. I haven't seen the Netflix series though, and people have said that that's actually pretty good. So I will at some point have to go back and watch the Netflix. I think it's on Netflix, right? The Netflix series? Yeah. I have to go back and do that at some point because I've actually heard relatively good things about it, which, yeah, cool. I'll be honest, I'm up for that. Yeah, if it's good, hell yeah. There we go, get that there. Yeah. And in there. Alright. Maybe a little bit more there. I'm trying to make it match. It won't be perfect, but I'm trying my best. So make it a little bit matchy.
It's a pile of balls.
Oh. Is it? Welcome on in, Shifty. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. That nearly made me jump. Thank you. Good morning, Shifty. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for hacking lols last night.
Number one, tampon in steak.
Shifty Goat has been learning the numbers. So now I keep blaming you when Goat redeems them because I just assume, because for the longest time it's just been you that have known the numbers, but Goat has been learning the numbers, and now every now and again Goat does what I'm like, Shifty, how could you? But then it's Goat. Oh dear. Oh yeah, sorry for being so lurky yesterday. I was just doing lots of embroidery. I was just embroidering constantly. Oh dear. Oh yeah, I can't salute. I can pretend that I am. Oh, you can see my shadow a little bit. There you go. Oh dear. Also, I hope things are alright with you. Did you see the weather forecast today? I don't know if it's as bad near you as it is near us, but we're expecting like 40+ mph winds today. And like, it has been so wet. So wet. It is just tipping down and it's like blowing against the house. And I heard like a really suspicious noise, like I want to say half an hour ago, where it sounded like doof, doing. And so I think something's come down nearby. I don't know what it is though, because it was a really odd sound. Like immediately I was like, wait, what the hell is that? And it's something. It's definitely something. Couldn't tell you what though, but I think something's come down. It's all good. Good. I'm glad. Oh dear. It's very windy here. Very, very windy. We're staying inside because I don't want to blow away. Oh dear. There we go. We are getting a little closer to the end of this one, but not quite there just yet. We have time. There we go. Alright, and then I'm just trying to give an indication of where, like, you know, like you have the bits of your hands are. I'm trying to get like little impressions of where they are. They might be a bit cartoonish, to be honest, but I'm trying. I do remember that he doesn't have human hands. He has more like claws, but I thought something that would be good. Some life sometimes in a cartoon world, yeah. Honestly, that's what the sound is. Just I think it might have been someone's washing line, if I had to guess, because they're a little bit smaller, and so even if it isn't as like super windy, I feel like those could be picked up. And then like the wires on a washing line, I imagine if they snapped, that's kind of the noise they'd make. So I can't confirm it because I'd have to go check, but if I had to guess based on the sound it made, I would probably guess a washing line's come down. Yeah. But not ours, we don't have one, so not our problem. A boing, yeah. It was like a thud and then a boing noise. I was like, what the hell is that? It didn't pick up on stream though, so I just looked really confused. Oh dear. Well, I mean, it makes sense. It was not in the house. It's outside the house. Oh dear. Literally. Oh, okay. You know, I didn't know this, but Discord has like a noise cancelling thing where it just cancels anything that doesn't sound like a human voice. Can OBS get that? Because when I had building work happening the other day, I was streaming on Chromacore, right? They could not hear the drilling. And you know how the drilling sounds on my stream. Like when I'm streaming and people are drilling, you can absolutely hear it. And it's really loud. It like matches me for volume, right? But in Discord, they literally couldn't hear it. Like, I'd just be sat there with like my mic on and everything like that, and they'd be drilling right above my head and they wouldn't hear it. I was like, what is that? What? That's crazy. Why can't we have that for OBS? That would be great. Oh my god. Then, I mean, I guess that's very much a me problem because most people don't just have drilling above their head every weekend, but still, that'd be sick. Oh dear. I don't use it with Discord, I use it for my voice program. Does that cover all background noises, including drilling above your head? I guess maybe that would be a difficult one to test. Just because the drilling, I know it's as loud as I am. So if it's only picking up via volume, it's like, yeah, you should definitely be picking this up. But because whatever Discord has doesn't recognize it as a voice, it's like, what? So it just doesn't pick it up, what? It's so good. I, as well, for like most of the year, have been avoiding calls with people during weekends because I'm like, yeah, I don't want to annoy anyone with like the building noises. I could have just used that. It was so good. Oh my god. Wonder if you could stream with Discord audio. I wonder. I mean, I wouldn't do it normally because normally I don't mind my audio. It's like whatever, it's fine. You can hear me, everything good. But like, maybe specifically for like when there are builders here, that would be like a really good option. There we go. And there we go. And get this up here. Oh. Straight through the finger into my other finger. Nice. Oh dear. There we go. Yeah, that might honestly not be a bad thing to look into for me, huh? It's just, I mean, and everyone's always very, very nice about it. Like, I've never had any rude comments from anyone in the community about the drilling, but it is loud. It is loud when it happens, and I do feel bad when, like, we're doing, like, relaxing vibes, and I'm just here, like, brrr. It'd be nice not to have to worry about it as much, to be honest. Yeah, maybe that'll be something that I look into. Okay. And bam, ba ba ya bam, ba da da bam bam. Oh, ba da ba da. Go. I was in a stream the other day. I think this one's kind of cruel, but I don't know if it's cruel to the streamer or if it's cruel to every single person in chat. But there was a streamer, I'm not going to say who they were, I'm not here for outing them, but there was a streamer and I was in there. I mean, I watch their streams sometimes, not all the time because they normally stream too late for me, but every now and again I can watch them. And they now have a sound alert, which is like the Discord notification sound, but it doesn't show up on the screen. So it's not like my ones, like when someone plays a Venga horn, you see like a little box that appears on the stream. So they must be doing it through a different program. But yeah, they every now and again someone would just redeem it, and I don't even know how they were redeeming it, to be honest, but they would redeem it and it sounded like you had a Discord notification. And like the only reason I knew that I didn't was because I had them on relatively quiet, so the notification sound was like much quieter than it would normally be. What a troll. And I'm sure that must get them as well. Like, surely that gets them too, right? That's not like, it's not like you're just tricking your audience. I feel like you're tricking everyone, including yourself. Oh dear. Heckin' rude dudes. Oh dear. Hello, Guida! It is, yes! We're doing all the hand bits. Does that give her the egg smash? I wouldn't worry about the drilling roses. I don't think people really mind. Yeah, I think it's one of those things where like I worry about it a lot more than anyone else is worrying about it. I do definitely get that vibe as well. Like, I'm worried, but nobody else seems to get. Which, to be honest, I would prefer it be like that. That's good. That's good. Oh dear. Thank you for the egg smash go. No, also you've been busy. I have. I worked on this for 13 hours yesterday. I was so busy because it's so much. I apologize, but it's me. I'm the problem, it's me. Yes, it's me. I'm the problem, it's me. Oh, thank you for the party! We like to party. 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 The Venga bus is coming and everybody's jumping. New York to San Francisco, an interstate free disco. The wheels are still are turning and traffic lights are burning. So if you like to party, come on and move your body. Did you see? No. You know what I saw? I must have just like, I don't know if I just missed it. I saw you talking about it, and then I saw you talking about it Val stream. I was like, I've missed something. So no, but I didn't, but I was there. And so all I saw was people talking about the new redeem. I didn't actually see the new redeem. Oh dear. Oh yeah, it's one of those. It's fine. It's okay. I was heavy concentrating. I went into like a trance of embroidery. That's on me. I need to be able to zone out a little bit more. I just get very, very entrenched in whatever I'm doing, and it's like, well, now I'm gone. She lacks the vibe. Yeah, that is exactly how I felt. I was like, oh my god, like. I am seeing, like, because I had to kind of like pop in and out because whenever, so basically the way that I was doing things, I was in your stream the whole time, but I was zoned out for a lot of it. So what I would do is I'd like use my whole thread from start to finish, and then I'd watch for like 5 minutes, and then I'd go back, spread another piece of thread, do that, and then I'd watch for 5 minutes. Oh my god. And yeah. To be fair, I do that a lot with crafting anyway, but I'm not normally as bad as I was yesterday. Yesterday was pretty bad because I was so focused until I was falling asleep. That's probably why I got so tired, honestly. It's because I was like 100% of my brain was focusing. Oh dear. And I mean, that is on me. I did that to myself. You can always shout, oh, I love that, hell yeah. Then the thing is, I'm doing this backwards because I've heard all about it before I've seen it. But yeah, sure, that'd be great. Unpredictable. Good morning. I hope you've recovered from your birthday bash. How? I hope the rest of the stream was good as well. Obviously, I had to pop out because it was like 1 in the morning. But I hope you had a really good one, and thank you again for having me. Yeah, I'm doing so many embroideries. Help. Help. It's too many. Oh dear. What is this? Oh wait, should I mute myself? Oh wait, no, wait. I'm gonna mute my Discord just in case there's any sound. Oh, sorry, I'm muting my desktop. You can hear me, but you can't hear what I'm watching, just in case it has any audio. Oh, this makes more sense now. You know, I think I've only ever heard the very last bit of that before. I don't think I've ever heard the whole thing. I literally think I've just heard that last line. I have not had the context of the whole thing. It's so ridiculous. It's great. Oh dear. Ah, hell yeah. We got knitting, crochet, polymer clay, sticker art, nail art, and ink, and watercolor along with embroidery. It's gonna be fun seeing everyone stream a craft. Hell yeah! Oh, this sounds heckin' lovely. What a lovely way of spending your birthday. Hell yeah. And yeah, again, thank you so much for having me for Among Us. I really enjoyed it. I'm sorry I was a bit quieter than I normally am. I was just trying very hard not to wake anyone up. I just don't want to be a nuisance, you know? But yes, no, thank you for having me. I had a really nice time. Oh dear. I found my 10 out of 10 hiding spot now, so that whenever I play hide and seek again, I'm ready. I have the best hiding spot. Of quarantine, I knew you had to sleep. Oh my god, we were talking about this earlier, because I am such an early to bed person. I am like 10:30 in bed every night. I am such a sleepy bean.
Hello
oh
there,
my
everyone.
god, Mr. Bargains, welcome on in. Thank you so much for a baby. Thank you so much for the 9 months. Hell yeah, stream baby. Thank you so much. Oh dear, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. I was on a no. I honestly, I love to do it as long as it's like people don't have birthdays every single day. Very manageable. I can do it every now and again. But yeah, I'm normally a little quieter because like we're so sleepy in this household past that time. We don't do late nights. The late nights are behind me, and I am now an early morning bean. Hell yeah. But to be fair, I'm a lot more productive in the morning, so for me at least, that makes sense. Doesn't work for everyone, but it is working for me. Okay, let's get this up here. And just fill this in. Now we do need to start getting a bit creative and adding some bits. But we'll work on it, we'll work it out. Hell yeah. God, it's complicated. Oh, I love this. What's the background fabric made of? It's made of curtain lining that I've colored in with a Sharpie. Yeah, that way I can still see the design while I'm working on it, because if I just have black fabric, the chalk, what do you call it? The chalk rubs off so quickly when you're working on something for like 13 hours straight. So instead of having to keep redrawing things constantly, I just do it on a white fabric and then color the background in black most of the time. Unless it's a very, very simple design. Otherwise, yeah, it's just a bit easier. Oh dear. I'm very well today myself. Me and my brother are now... Ooh, without alcohol. Oh my god, congratulations! Hell yeah, Mr. Bargains! Congratulations! Good on both of you. Very nice. That's not easy. Good on you. Very impressive. Yeah, big claps. Hell yeah. Oh, this is very thick. It's not super thick because it's cheap curtain lining, to be honest. I use curtain lining for a lot because you can buy a lot more places here than you can regular fabric. Like dressmaking fabric is hard to find, but curtain fabric is kind of everywhere. So you can get it a lot easier, but also because, yeah, it's a pretty strong fabric, so I don't have to worry about sewing into it over and over again and it receiving any damage. Oh dear. But mainly it's just because it's cheap and available everywhere. Starting to get there. I owe some more tea. My brain is hurting. This is brain hurty work for sure. I was saying the exact same thing, Ipon. If you want cotton, you're fine. If you want something else, good luck. Yeah, I don't know why in the UK dressmaking fabrics are just not. Like actual haberdasheries with dressmaking fabrics, it's much easier to buy curtain stuff than it is to buy like anything else. And even if you are going to like a haberdashery, often they're like over inundated with like baby stuff because it's like the assumption that if you're sewing, it must be because you are sewing for babies or children. And like that's fine and all. I do think there should be plenty of baby stuff, but like trying to make clothing for adults, there just aren't that many haberdasheries that cater to that sort of thing over here anymore. Unless you live in a big city and then maybe you might have options. Unless that big city is Cardiff and then honestly get screwed. Oh dear. Yeah, curtain though. Curtains everywhere. Oh, well, you know what? Baby dog print. I mean, I kind of do want baby dog. Okay, listen. I make a special exception for duck print baby clothing. But yeah, that's good. Oh, I went to haberdashery again and no purple. Yeah, because purple's not a baby color. Like, you want light pink, you want light blue, you want yellows and beiges. Yeah. Purple? Babies don't wear purple. You can't have purple unless the babies deem it so. Oh dear. Found out the craft charity shop near me just got a huge need. Oh, really? Hell yes. I went up to get there first. Next, so much good stuff. Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, every now and again I find like a bag of embroidery stuff and I just yoink. Like, hell yeah, I'll use that. Thank you, whoever donated it. It's not something that you'd imagine would normally get donated, but whenever you do find it, it's like, yes, so useful. Or like a sewing basket. Sometimes you can buy like just full people's sewing baskets and it's like, sick. Hell yeah. I want that whole thing. Give me all of that. Give me all that good stuff. Oh dear, they did have a balloon print dog. Oh my god, you could use that for something. Wait, if you were looking to make pajamas, right? That would be pretty good pajama fabric, I feel like. Or like, you could do like a formal shirt. I do like making a formal shirt out of a non-formal-ish fabric. That's fun. That's a nice freedom. I do like that. Go, just get that, and then go. And around there. There we go. I need to get more red thread, but I'm once again playing the danger game. There we are. Nice. Oh, I was tempted to get some. Might have to go back at some point. I feel like that would be a really fun one to work with. The nice thing about stuff like that is I'm assuming it's closer to spots, so like they're a bit more random. Means it doesn't matter which direction you cut the fabric in. So like stripes, it matters. A lot of things with patterns where it's like stripe-esque, it will matter. But for something that's more close to spots, you can kind of get away with cutting it in whatever direction you need, which means you can save money on fabric without, because you don't have to keep laying it out in the same direction every single time. So patterns like that, at least, unless it's like, again, a stripey kind of version of the pattern, are normally a lot more cost effective. Yep. Oh, you sent a picture? 2 secs. There you go. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. You could absolutely cut that in any direction you wanted. Yeah. So it would basically save you money on your fabric, but also it just makes it a lot easier. It's harder to mess up, which is nice. I got a Yew tablecloth in the woven floral pattern. It's got a couple of spots of use, but I plan to cut around them and make myself a light cardigan. Oh, I love this square cardigan. Hell yeah. That sounds pretty top. I even crochet. Ooh. Fancy. Oh my god. Well, I might also be lazy and buy the layers. Honestly, fair. I don't think anyone will blame you. There we go. I need some more red. But we're getting there. You see this? You see how the hand is it's getting there? Oh god, I don't know why I picked hands of all things. Hands. Well, it had to be hands for this because the pale man is nothing without their hands. Wait, Unpredictable, do you like Pan's Labyrinth? I feel like you would like Pan's Labyrinth, right? Unpredictable, you strike me as the kind of person that would enjoy a good Pan's Labyrinth. I'm doing Pan's Labyrinth embroidery. Hell yeah, I was terrified. Wait, you were scared by it? It is an obscure horror, so like, I kind of get that. It's not like a standard horror, but there are many horrific elements that happen in that film, both in the real world and maybe, well, I guess it depends how you interpret it, really. And it's not exact, I wouldn't say that it's a horror film, but it is quite, yeah, I get what you mean. I do. It's uncomfortable a lot of the time as well. Oh, dude. I don't do horror, they haunt my nightmares. Honestly, fair. Yeah, I would probably not recommend Pan's Labyrinth to people if they don't look horror. Because even though it's not specifically, I think, a horror film, it's got so many elements in it which are so horrifying that you're like, well, it might not be a horror film, but like these scenes I think should bump it to that level. I love them though. I think it's fun. Love the quality of the movie and the costume. Yeah, that's why I was like, I feel like you'd like it. It wasn't because of the horror as much as it was because of the what do you call it? Yes, the costumes. I remember when I first watched it, the sewing scene I hated. I think the first time I watched it, the only bit that I really found hard, it's the whole thing with like the mandrake under the bed, and like the pregnancy stuff, and like when they take it away, it's not like a horror scene, like there's nothing about it that's particularly horror, but like that scene I found really hard to watch. I still find that scene hard to watch. Like it breaks my heart a little bit every time. I'm just like, they're trying to help, no! Like, I will watch, even though they are horror and have a lot of horror, they have incredible costumes or camera work. Yeah, I guess Pan's Labyrinth could fit into that because the costumes are fantastic. But yeah, it is, while it's not specifically a horror, there are so many horror elements in it, I get where you're coming from. Yeah, I cannot deny there are some pretty hard to watch scenes. And also it goes into a lot of different things, so like what might be scary for one person. Like when I was watching it, my parents had said like, hey, you know, because I was a little bit younger when I watched it for the first time, they did warn me about a scene in particular, which was one of the scenes with the soldiers. And I was like, okay, well, I'll still watch it. And I think that was one of the least horrifying scenes, but obviously to them, that's a scene that they found quite difficult to watch, and so they warned me about it, whereas I was like, I think I found the whole mandrake stuff a lot harder to watch than the scenes with the soldiers, although understandably some of the scenes with the soldiers, like there are like torture scenes in it, so you know, understandably that is also hard to watch for people because it is a war movie. You know, at its core, there's a lot of themes on war, on like escaping war and stuff like that. So even though there's a lot of fantasy stuff in there, there's a lot of stuff that could relate to real life as well, which again would be horrifying for a different group of people. Also, Sonny, good morning! I hope you're doing well. We're talking about Pan's Labyrinth. How goes the jewelry stuff? Have you made me more? Ah, dear. Basically, my brain is really good at taking any horror visual elements and running away with them, so I tend to avoid those types of music. Amusingly, I've been in 3 horror movies, but I've never seen them. Nice. Nah, that's cool. Hell yeah. Well, it's jewelry stuff I haven't started. The leather stuff. Oh, it's just for yourself being bored. I get you. They looked really cool though. Starts on Monday! So soon! Hell yeah! So you just have to get past today and tomorrow and you're free to make jewelry! Hell yeah! Very exciting, Sonny. It's on Monday, heck! Yeah! I knew it was soon. I wasn't sure if it was already because I saw that you'd been making some stuff, but yeah. Very hecking cool. Oh dear. So soon! There we go. Oh, that reminds me. Let me just double check something really quickly. Ba, 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 ba. I know I'm live. Oi, let me look at it anyway. Ah! It's not today. So I'm keeping an eye because I'm really close to getting the like clockwork streaming achievement, which is a silly thing that really doesn't help me at all, but I just really want it. I'm so close, and so every day now I'm just checking it to see if I've managed to get it or not. Excuse me. I actually haven't. Oh, really? I actually asked not to, but I was probably credited it by accident in one of the movies, so it's happened. Nah, I see. That's really cool, though. Thank you for the hick. Oh, dear. That's sick. Hell yeah. How dare they properly credit. You got this, Jen. I'm so close. Like, I've been at 24 days for like 3 days now. And so I just have to wait. So the way that it's working is I have to wait till whatever day it was that I took a day off last month. And then whenever I stream that particular day, then I will have 25 days. But I don't know what day it is that I took off last month, but I know that I'm really close to getting it. And that's been my main goal this year with streaming, is I just really want this achievement that says like clockwork. I want it really badly, and I'm really close. Oh dear, hello cursed ones, hello everyone. Wow! Now I'm a good bean. Welcome on in, Netto. I hope you're doing well. We've been talking more about Pan's Labyrinth, about horror films, and also about streaming achievements, which are mainly just a thing that you get. If you've never streamed before, they're like Xbox Live achievements. They don't actually do anything. They're just a nice thing to have, I guess. So they wanted to give me the costume credit on the movie, but I only did the costuming for about a third of it, and the rest of the movie costumes are terrible, but I didn't want my name on any of those. Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. Hello, they're definitely not cursed person. Yeah, Shifty literally has their stream like tagged as cursed. And yeah, I'm the one you're calling out as cursed, even though we have someone here that literally tags their stream with cursed. Oi, 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 oi. Okay, we are... God, it's hard. Hands are hard. Actually, I could probably have a look. If I do my overview... Oh, it looks like I have to stream... Wait, if this is today... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So, wait, how many days do I have to stream in a row now? Is it 3 or 4? After today, this one will be gone. After tomorrow, so tomorrow... The day after tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. I think if I stream 4 days in a row. I think if I stream 4 days in a row, then I've got it. Okay, I think, maybe. Oh, and Curse as well to stream decided I've had so many car issues, I have a car curse. No! Shifty, I think Shifty might be the giver of curses rather than a receiver, you know? If I take those Shifties need wholesome and the curse tag is sarcasm. Wow! No. If the code walked around the saying innocent, would you believe it? Wow! Wow! What the heck? Shifty could take my car curse and give it to somebody else. Oh, maybe they could redistribute the curse. That's actually a fair point. I didn't think of that. Maybe they could do that. All of the art... Sorry. Matt, you lied so hard that it caught in my throat. What the heck? Oh my god. You could double it and give it... I want the beginning. You could double it and give it to someone else, that is true. Yeah. Oh dear. Maybe I should keep it. It's already sizable. I worry about how the next person would fare. We don't own a car, so I guess we could take it. But we do want to own a car. Actually, can we not take it? sorry. I backtracked real quick now. I was like, wait a minute, I would like a car though. So maybe no, just in case the curse means that we can't get a car. Because including a brand new car lead, oh my god. Heck, that's a pretty intense curse right there. You need to get that car exercised. There we go. And up there. And a car that I only rode in. I had that last year. I think I've had your car curse. Maybe I accidentally gave it to you then. Yeah, so we don't own a car, but I managed to break down like 3 cars in a row just by being in them. I literally, after the third one, I was like, wait a second, is this actually a problem? Because every time I go in someone's car, it breaks down while I'm in it. And I'm like, wasn't even joking. I broke down someone's car the first day they bought it. Like, they literally came over to show me their new car. I sat in it and it broke, and I was like, oh my god, wait a second. This is getting a little too real here. What's going on? I might have given you this curse. I am so sorry. And because yeah, for me, it also affected 3 vehicles. So maybe it's me. I'm sorry if I gave you a curse, Unpredictable. It wasn't on purpose. Not enough that the battery is wasted. Nah, yeah, fair. There we go. Maybe it's a free vehicle. Yeah, I'm wondering, because for me, I haven't broken any cars since then. It was just those 3 in a row. And since then, I've been all good. I haven't been breaking any cars. So maybe once you've broken 3, you're good. You're cursed. No, because I'm not cursed anymore. This was last year. I haven't broken a single car since then. So it would be not the correct tag placement. That would be a relief. Yeah. Well, if it's my car curse, we can probably say that you're safe now. But I am sorry that I cursed you. It was not my intention to pass the curse on to anyone else, I promise. I would never. Oh dear. And I felt relatively uncursed since then. I think the curse has moved on to other things, because every train that I've caught recently has also broken down. You know, when I went to visit Bateman, I broke down 2 trains. Which is impressive. Quite literally, and I'm not even joking, when I went to visit Bateman, I broke down both trains that I went on. They had to stop immediately, so I was lucky that on the way there, that was my stop. On the way back, I had to change trains because I broke the train between 2 stations. And then when I got to eventually to my station on the second train, that one broke as well. It was, although actually no, that didn't break. There was an incident on the rail ahead of it, so it had to stop. So I didn't break the train itself that time. Yes. So it might have just moved on to trains. So you definitely need to add that. No, because it's not on purpose. It's just bad luck. Although I have been trying to visit my family for like 6 months at this point, and every single time they either get sick, we get sick, or the trains break. Do I still have a curse? I've missed 2 holidays this year. I'm starting to put 2 and 2 together here. Shifty, have you cursed me? Oi. Can you take my curse and give it to someone else as well? I think I'm okay with that. I've had enough. 3, 2, 1, curse 3 of the first vehicles, you ride in 2 of the next and 1 of the last. Oh god. Maybe. I'd hope not, but maybe. Oh dear. Luna, good morning. And Scott, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Do you have a ghost problem? Why are you cursed? Well, I mean, Shifty is a kind of a ghost. So, but I wouldn't call Shifty a problem. They're just one of the moderators. They're a mate, they're a moderator. I wouldn't call them a problem. Oh dear. The curses, though. The curses are kind of a problem. Coming in late, obviously. Yeah, you're all good. I hope you're having a good weekend, sir, for Scott. Oh dear. We are, as you can see, still doing the same work as yesterday, but I want to get it finished. Am I a problem? Is it me? No. No, I would never call you a problem, Shifty. Oh dear. But yeah, no, just weird. It's just been a weird year. I'll be honest, 2023, I think it's just it's got 3 in it, and 3 is kind of an unlucky number, kind of. So I think it's just the year. But rather than individual cursed, I think it might just be a cursed year, you know? And what are you gonna do? We're all living in it. Kind of just have to live with that. It's not been entirely bad though or anything. That's not a problem. To be fair, I do. No! I would never call you a problem, even if you... I refuse. I'm not going to call you what you identify as. There you go, bigoted streamer here. You want to identify as a problem? I refuse. Oh dear, 3 is unlucky use. 3 is everywhere. Yeah, I think 3 is unlucky, right? I know 13 is, but I thought just generally there was some like... 3 is lucky for you? Really? Oh, see, I've always seen 3 as kind of an unlucky number for me. Not sure why though. Maybe that's just me then. Maybe 3 is just unlucky for me, so it won't affect you. 4 is unlucky. Oh no, I like 4. What the heck? I am. That being said, my lucky numbers are 2 and 7, I think, for the most part. Yeah, those are the 2 numbers that I think of when I think of lucky numbers. I think 2 and 7. There we go. Sorry, whenever I go silent, I'm just thinking really hard about whether or not I like what I'm doing. My favorite number is 4. I only have 1 lucky number. Fair! I don't dislike 4, but it's not my lucky number, I think. But I don't dislike it. 4's fine. It's a very neutral number for me. I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little bit stitious. Not superstitious, just a little bit. See, I'm not superstitious really at all. But like, I enjoy some aspects of superstition, so I take part in them. Even if I don't necessarily have like the actual feelings towards it, I like taking part, you know? I just like to feel included. So like, it's the whole thing with like tarot cards and stuff like that. Like, do I believe in tarot readings? Personally, not really. But do I like them? Yes. If I had the money, would I have my tarot read? Yes, because I like the idea. Even if it's not something that I personally put a lot of gravity in, yeah, I still like it. Yes, that's me. It's same with like star signs and stuff like that. Do I personally believe under a star that you'll have a different personality? No. Do I like engaging with the content? Yes. I like it even if I don't necessarily believe in it myself. Oh dear. Why did you join the club? I just wanted to feel included. Yeah, honestly, that sounds like me. Do you believe in ghosts? I like the idea of ghosts. I really do like the idea. So if ghosts were real, I wouldn't be against it. But if you put me on a lie detector test to ask if I believed in them, probably the answer would be no. But I like them, and I like the idea of ghosts, you know? The word for 4 is homophone. This is the word. Oh, I see. That's why it might be considered unlucky. I get you. I believe there's an interesting exploration of your conscious mind. Yeah, for sure. I can read tarot. Hell yeah. Will you do my tarot one day? I like ghost stories. I do like ghost stories, but I've never seen a ghost. But I guess that's kind of the idea, is you don't see them. Also, Sleeves, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Jelly denying your existence. Shifty's right there in chat. I'm so sorry. Sorry, cover your ears, Shifty. I don't want to. I don't mean it. I just said it. You didn't hear anything. Are you running for office? I was the most balanced ghost. No, I'm giving really diplomatic answers. No, I'm not running for office. I think that's just my honest feelings. That's just my honest feelings. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. You know, I probably should after coughing, shouldn't I? Yeah, it's my honest feelings. Like, I really would like it if ghosts exist, and I like the idea of them an awful lot. But if you would put me on I probably would say that I don't believe in them. But I really, if I'd be happy for someone to prove me wrong. I mean, same with all of it, to be honest. Same with crystals, tarot, star signs. Well, technically, I probably would not consider myself someone who believes in them. I would be very happy to be proved wrong, and I do enjoy engaging with the content. Get 3 tarot readers together and have them all read your tarot at once. Oh my god. Hell yeah. Every time you say don't believe in ghosts, I don't. Oh, I'm sorry. I do believe. I like telling ghost stories, but that was back in my night job. Hell yeah. I like ghost stories. Only 40 and 24 become homophones for other deaf terms, so often building numbers will skip. Yeah, I know in some countries they skip certain numbers because of the bad luck. Some stones actually do resonate for me. Ah, nice. Hell yeah. Like when I hold them, it feels like I'm holding a battery. Sick. See, this is the thing. I'm not like anti it in any way. And it's like, if something like that works for you, hell yeah. The only thing, and this is just a general, this is not crystals in particular. This is not tarot in particular. This is nothing in particular. I do have okay. How to talk about this diplomatically? I do think there are a lot of exploitative people in those communities. Not everyone, and there are some people that are really just in it for the love of tarot or the love of crystals or the love of ghosts. I think there are a lot of people that are in it just for love and for the enjoyment of the art. So completely understand that. But I think there are a lot of very, very exploitative people in those communities who take people at their worst and promise them things they can't deliver on. Yes. As someone who lives with a chronic pain disorder, I am very, very hesitant around crystals, because the amount of people that have told me that crystals could heal my chronic pain or my chronic condition, because you have to bear in mind, I've been chronically ill since I was like a baby. So I have grown up with people telling me, oh, get this crystal and put it in your house. And it feels like a way of selling people who are already in a bad place something that will likely not work for them. Not that it doesn't work for everyone, but you know, it's the whole crystal healing to cure your cancer kind of thing. It can be. I think you'll know if you've got a good person if they're talking about medicine alongside crystal stuff, not as a replacement. But, and again, I don't want to generalize that everyone in those communities is bad people, because I genuinely don't believe that. I think, again, there are a lot of people that are in it in just trying to help people and trying to, you know, do stuff with an art form they're really passionate about. So I think there are a lot of very good people in it as well. But I think there are a lot of people who it can be quite exploitative, and you have to acknowledge the whole thing, and especially with like ghosts as well. People saying that they can talk to your dead relatives. I'm not saying that they can't, but I think that a lot of people are in it for more exploitative reasons, and it's difficult sometimes to tell the difference between someone who has your best intentions and someone who just wants your money. Dear. So stop talking about tarot. The question was about the budget. No, I was talking about tarot. A lot of people are scamming others because of their hopes. Exactly. Yeah, no certain stones just make me happy to hold, and some can focus energy. Hell yeah, which is great, and I'm glad. It's crystal, well help. Little do they know they'd be talking about crystal meth. Yeah, the only crystals I take are meth. You know what I'm saying? No. Jason, good morning. Here's a Chaos Emerald. It make you feel like Goku. Listen, if someone wanted to give me a Chaos Emerald, I'd actually be up for that. I have crystal protection, but don't believe the health thing. Yeah, I think there's, like, again, different things to different folks, and I would never... I'm not going to be someone who's be like, your beliefs, I don't like them. Like, I wouldn't do that. Like, and I think if they do help, in whatever way that they help, I'm up for it. Hell yeah. But I'm very hesitant around it myself. But that's someone who grew up with, like, people pushing stuff like that onto you, because as soon as you hear a kid has an uncurable condition, adults will be like, oh, crystals. And I literally have so many crystals in my house that people have given me over the years, because I think, and it's like, it's incurable for a reason. I'm really sorry. I don't know what to tell you. It sounds too good to be true. They likely are selling you something. Yeah, I do struggle with these subjects because I feel like I don't like making people feel their beliefs are wrong, but at the same time, you need to be evidence on a personal level. Well, this is the thing, is like, I think if it helps you, and I think as well, if it's accessible to you to give these things a try, like, why not? Because even if at the end of the day, it gives you more relaxation or it helps you relieve stress in your life, that's a good thing. Stress is very dangerous. So if it does anything good for you, that's great. But I think trying to sell other people on something that works for you that might not work for them can be misleading. And I think if you're specifically selling it for something that is incurable, like, you know, what I have for like cancer, stuff like that, it's just, it's not good. It's like shows get cancelled due to unforeseen circumstances. What do you mean they didn't see it? We're dead, apparently. Crystals do make me feel better. And they're shiny. Yes. I wish that... But that is one of the things. A lot of people have given me crystals, but it's never the pretty ones. It's like rock. Like salt. I'm like, listen, I like salt. But like... I have a salt lamp. I like it, but... I like sparkly, shiny. Listen, if you're gonna get me a rock to help me, I would take gold. Gold I would take. Gold's my favorite color, so, you know, I think if any rock has the likelihood of making me feel better, gold, please. I really like gold. Amber, I would like amber as well. Yeah. Crystals should be allowed to be pretty. Yeah. Why do I not get pretty crystals? I just get, like, rocks. I like rocks. I got so many rocks. Salt's my favorite crystal, makes the food taste good. Yeah, I got this lamp and I was like, that looks like a salt lamp. And then somebody else in my family received one from the same person and they were like, don't lick it, it's a salt lamp. And I was like, did you lick The first thing they did when they unpacked this crystal was they licked it. I have a great family. My family's 10 out of 10. We're all sharing the same one brain cell of, oh my god, a crystal, let's lick it. Oh, hilarious. I literally got a phone call from a family member like, don't lick it. It's like, what do you mean? First of all, I literally only just received it at that point, so I was like, what do you mean? Like, I haven't even really opened it. They're like, don't lick it, it's salt. And it's like, you're licking the lamp? God damn it. Yeah, true. I guess how else would you know what flavor it is? I want perfectly swirled apple with a mosquito inside with a staff I can put it in. Hell yeah! I have a huge chunk of amethyst. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's lovely. Gold, that famous rock. I love gold. I love opal as well. Opal's really pretty. Oh, dear. They a geologist? No. Just like healing lamps and salt is meant to be good for you. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly. They don't leave the salt lamps where pets can lick them either. They can oversalt themselves. Well, I'll be honest, my salt lamp is in a box. Because it's not the kind of lamp that I would use for streaming. I could stream with my salt lamp, but it's like kind of a dim light, so it wouldn't maybe be as good for illuminating. I don't know. I've yet to stream with a salt lamp. Maybe soon. That could be my next endeavor is I'll upgrade my stream setup by streaming specifically with salt. The saltiest streamer you ever did meet. Hell yeah. Oh dear. Got a gift for you. I was running a joke in uni that geologists licked rocks. Yes, we do. Like I said, I'm not a geologist. Gracie, good morning. Oh, hello. Anything to know about you? I compete at TwitchCon. I compete. TwitchCon. I compete. That's me. There we go. This is what I do. I make these. I'm also an egg. It's like, whoa, I'm put on the spot. Anything to know about you? Nah, not really. I don't do a lot. No, I'm a cosplay maker, but I focus on beading, embroidering, and sequining. So I make big fabric-y costumes out of beading, embroidering, and sequining. Big tails, big wings, lots of layers, gold. Yeet. Sticky salt trails, not my game. Yeah, me neither. I almost got a salt lamp, but the someone's a little orb preventing me from licking it. That is a deal breaker. I'll show you mine at some point. It is optimum licking shape. Oh dear, it's amazing. Dang it, completely innocent. Yeah, true. I'm very good bean. I've only ever been a good bean live on stream. Good bean streams only. We're very, very wholesome. Very, very wholesome. Oh dear, which one? The egg, I think. The egg. The egg is also a good costume. I own the egg still. Oh, wait, speaking of costumes, Mama Jelly sent me a message yesterday, which I think would interest maybe some of you here. She found my first ever cosplay, the Zorn and Thorn costumes from Final Fantasy IX that I made when I was like 14. So I told her that the Zorn one I didn't mind what happened to because I made it for one of my sisters. So like, you know, at the end of the day, if they wanted it, they could have it, but like I'm not attached to it. But she's going to package up and send me the other one so that I can show you the first costume I ever made when I was like pretty young. Because I thought that would be kind of a fun show and tell at some point. Hell yeah. Also, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, Gracie. Yeah, we're normally cosplayers, but we're doing a lot of embroidery at the moment. We're doing daily embroideries, except this one's a 2-day, so I guess technically it's not daily anymore. What has this chat turned into? It's good bean territory. Too much salt is not good for the body. Yeah, streamers need to pay attention to their salt levels. It gets too high sometimes. Jelly is not cursed. You know. Good beans only. Sorry. Gorgeous. You have tag from the lilies. I do. I never advertise it as the first thing about me because I'd rather people know more about me first before they do the whole, oh, and you're also disabled, because otherwise you get the, oh, you're really good at what you do for a disabled person, and it's like, but yes, I am disabled. I have been disabled my whole adult life. I have chronic migraines, likely due to continuous head injuries and brain damage. Yay! Careful with your heads, kids, otherwise you'll be like me and you'll have to become a cosplayer on the internet because that's the only choice for people with brain damage. Sorry, you thought you had other options? Nah. But I also have like a long family history of migraines, so likelihood it's a mixture of I do not have diarrhea. I swear to God, I do not. But yeah, I have hit my head many times, and I also come from a family that's very predisposed to having migraines. So when I was 20, I had my first migraine, and then I've had one pretty much every single day since then. So I have had quite literally thousands of migraines as an adult, but I'm actually doing a little better at the moment than I used to be. I'm still having bad days. This week in particular has been a bit rough, but for the most part, it's just the evenings. One day I'll get over whatever it is that causes me my evening migraines, and then I'll be unstoppable. I know what you do. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just don't like people. So whenever people find out you're disabled before they find out what you do, you get the whole, oh, it's impressive because you're disabled. Not impressive anyway. And like, I wasn't born disabled. I grew into it. So like, it's really frustrating for me when people before would just tell me that I was good at things, but now they tell me that I'm good at things considering. And it's like, did I get worse? Excuse me. Oh dear. I really see autism OCD and I'm borderline dyslexic. Oh God. Heck. Yeah. Oh dear. Careful with your head, kids. It's already too late for that. Yeah. But that's why I had such a big problem with like the trend on TikTok where people were forcing themselves to faint, because as someone who also uncontrollably faints but has also hit their head many times, I am living firsthand like the damage that can cause. And it's like, it's all fun and games when you think you're gonna faint onto a bed, but all it takes is you falling badly one time and you've destroyed the rest of your life. The jobs that you're going for, you can no longer do. You're having to live as a disabled person for the rest of your life. It's like, fainting is all fun and games until you do one thing slightly wrong. And mine is actually likely more down to a neck injury than it is actually even a head injury. So it's like, you just don't know. Oh dear. Very long people say, you're really focused for someone with ADHD. Like, I'm hyper-focused. It's either focused or not. And because, like you said, I'm not... And now that you've said that, I'm not focused anymore. Feeling fairy poop. Oh, thank you. I am fairy poop. Hell yeah. I like to be the physical trash. I'm trash. That's exactly. But anyway, my mother has, and I have reading issues, but it could be ADHD. Yeah. It's difficult to tell when you have a lot of overlapping disorders, whether or not it's one or the other. Because with so many of them have overlapping symptoms, it's like, could be any of it. I don't know, people talk crap about your disability. There's so many other reasons you should be bad. I mean, honestly, I can't even fight that one, grab it. Oi. Also, beds can and will betray you. It's true. Yeah, me and you are in the head in society. You're gently pushing her upper body back and forth between junk, and then suddenly she did. Oh, I see. I was like, and it turns out your friend was a ghost. Are you making bloodied hands? Sort of. So I don't know if you've ever seen, Gracie, have you seen Pan's Labyrinth? It's a film from the mid-2000s and it's in Spanish. So you can only watch it in Spanish, but you can watch it with subtitles, so it doesn't matter if you don't speak Spanish. And it's like a film with like, it's not a horror film, but it has a lot of horror elements in it. If you like costuming, specifically more prosthetic style costuming, you should definitely check out Pan's Labyrinth, because the costumes in Pan's Labyrinth are gorgeous, like some really, really, really good. So my parents had me watch it because I've always been kind of interested in costumes and dressing up, and I loved it. I fell in love with it, and so I am embroidering a scene from Pan's Labyrinth. Someone with friends is me. You with someone who's friends? Yeah, we're all friends with you. You speak Spanish? Perfect. Then you won't have to watch it subtitled. You can get the good stuff. It happened so fast, Jenny. We literally couldn't figure out. Oh my god, she just disappeared. Oh my god, Sals! Sals, good morning! Oh, bless you, Grobbit. How are you so quick, actually? That is so quick. How are you so quick? But thank you so much for the raid, Sals. Welcome on in. How was your stream and what did you get up to? We're doing some embroidery art at the moment. We're doing a daily art challenge called Chromacore, where we do daily embroideries. Except today's one is taking 2 days because it's a lot of embroideries. This is 8 separate embroideries to put together to make an animation of a hand doing this, or specifically, what was it? It was like this, and then up to there, and then out. So this is this is what I'm trying to get it to do. Yes. Gotta go. No, you're fine, Gracie. Take care of yourself. You're good. It's all good. We all have busy, busy hacking lives. You enjoy your hacking weekend. Also, Sals, Alfred, welcome on in. I hope your stream was really good. Oh wait, have I gone backwards? I have. 2 seconds. I'm just gonna undo that. I thought it looked a bit odd. I was like, I'm sure normally I go the other way, and I do. That's on me. I got distracted. That's fine. Undo is kind of a button. Not exactly. What prompts are you missing today? It's a landscape one. I will do the prompt. I'm just gonna do like a really simple one. It's like I'll get it. That way I can read it out to you exactly. It's not a bad prompt, to be fair. I'm just not as excited about it as I am about Pan's Labyrinth. You're painting a sculpted castle. Oh, for Mum's birthday with metallic paints. Oh, that sounds heckin' lovely. What a lovely way of spending the weekend. Hell yeah. I know we have some people in here that also really like figure painting and stuff like that. So if anyone is more interested in figure painting and all of that kind of detail stuff, definitely check out Sal's. Let me, excuse me, get up the thing. It is a small village nestled in a close quarters foothill. You can't build out, so you have to build up. Thank you for the hit. It was a long stream because I got so into it. Yeah, I feel like it happens quite easily. There's some streams where it's like, this feels like whatever I'm doing is taking a while. But then there's the other side where it's like, oh my god, when did 4 hours pass? How has this happened? I guess I was into it. I will say, actually, Sals, if you've just had a really long stream, if you need to go look after yourself post-stream and get some food or some snacks or something like that, please do. As much as you are very, very welcome here, totally get it if you need to pop off and do any post-stream care kind of stuff. Especially if you've gone for a long one. Oh, yep, there you go. We've nearly finished doing at least the first round of red. Again, I think there'll be a second round of red, but we've nearly finished doing the first round of red on the hands. Oh dear. Eventually, by the way, the hands will be done in the same... They'll hopefully look pretty similar to the body, but a bit lighter because they're meant to be closer to the light. But eventually, they will look like that, I hope. Just in case anyone was wondering, like, what our aims are. Our aims are to get it to look like that, kind of. There we go. Oh, yeah, I'm quite... Sorry, going back for like 5 minutes. I'm quite excited to show you guys the first costume I ever made. Because it's not well done. Like, it was, you know, I was learning to sew at the time, and I also don't really come from a family of people that sew. So I was kind of, like, I was self-taught from the very beginning. I think it'll be nice to show it off though. I in particular would like to really have it shown off next to the costume we're currently making, because although it's not the same character, they're both Jester themed. So I feel like having the collector costume next to the first Jester costume that I ever made, which is also the first costume I ever made, would be kind of like a nice comparison of just like, I guess, growth over 10 years. So it'll be nice. I'm looking forward to that. I don't know when I'll have it, because it does depend when either they can visit. I think probably I don't think they'll send that one to me, to be honest, because it's like a bit big. So it depends when they can visit or when well, actually probably it'll be when they can visit, because I don't know if I'd want to take it back with me on the train. It is just a costume, but it's also kind of bulky. Oh dear, I wasn't making costumes to make them easy for transport back in the day, that's for sure. Go. I think after this, I might fill in pretty much the whole thing with the light pink, and then I'll go back and highlight over the top with the lighter color thread. I think that's the vibe. Oh, you want me to hydrate? I can hydrate. You know what? I could go for a bit of a hydrate. Let me just fill this bit in, and then I'll do that. I need sleep. So you sleep for 8 hours. Oh my god, bless you. Get some good Zia cells. Thank you again so much for bringing your people here. But yeah, no, look after yourself. And thank you. Yes, just a lot of hands. It'll eventually be an animated thing, but you know, slow. Ah, delicious. Thank you. Yeah, we'll eventually have, it goes donk, 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 donk. Like sort of in order. There really probably should be some more frames between them, but like because embroideries take so long, I just couldn't bear to add more frames. It just takes too long. If it was like traditional art, maybe sure, but like, or like a digital art maybe, but not with embroidery. Also, I can't afford to keep you, like, I need to buy more hoops after this because I do not have nearly enough left now to do the rest of the stuff. That being said, I think I might buy more 5 and 4 inch because I think those are the sizes that I've enjoyed working with the most. The 3 inches are good. These are 3 inch hoops. That's a 4 inch hoop. But I feel like a 4 inch is a bit more, like for a small one, you can still get more detail in it. The 3 inches, you have to be really careful with the detail. I mean, we've done a few 3 inch hoops that I do like, but I think generally kind of am preferring the 4 and the 5 inch. Why do you keep them all in the hoops? Because I want to sell some of them as art pieces, so I'll be backing them and stamping them. So all of them will need a hoop at least once if I'm going to sell, give away, or I think my family want maybe 1 or 2, so we'll see. So yeah, they all need places to be. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, if I was just doing it for like just the embroidery itself, that'd be fine, but with wanting to like give them away in one way or another, they need something. I could mount some of them, but most of them are pretty good circular shaped. I've been told 4 inches is massive. I mean, for an embroidery, this is a 4 inch hoop, and like, it's not huge, but for one day's work, it's quite a lot to fill. Like, look at all that. I don't normally show you the backs, but look at that. It's a lot of heckin' work to get all of that in. Do you like the sparkly beads, by the way? Do you see them catching the light? I love them. Hell yeah. And they do count as frames. Yeah, like what I normally do. So I've made embroidery frames and given them away to charity events before. Like Goat has one. I think Dem has one. I can't remember who else has the others. But what I normally do is I trim these bits really, really short, and then I mount them on a piece of felt, and then I'll stamp the felt with my signature. That way you don't have any of the back on display, so it can't get damaged over time. And if you hang it against a wall, it should be nice and soft so that it doesn't like scratch anything. I mean, it wouldn't really scratch, but I just like to put something soft on the back just in case. You never know what people are going to hang stuff on, so yeah, that's normally. Do I have actually one here? Oh yeah, I have one here I can show you. Because I made this one. This one was one I made for myself for my craft room, but yeah, like you have the front where the design is, and then you have the back, which is felt, so that you don't see any of the stitch work, and it just gives it like a nice soft surface to hang against. But yeah, but then yeah, boink. Oh dear. Oh my god, for free? Oh shoot. Yeah, I can't show you that again. That's gotta stay secret. That's clever. Yee. Yeah, I mean, I've been doing these for a while. I just don't normally do them on stream. They're normally like something I relax to